we tend to spend a lot of our time putting out our own freaking fires. This is a fire that I created by doing business and trying to get equipment and not knowing business like I should. So what's done happened with that is, well, I've been making the payment, and it's like we'll just say we'll round it to $320 a month. So it's $320 a month, and at $320 a month, that includes insurance. So when I called them the other day about a payoff, they said, well, yeah, just $320 a month. How many ever months you got left on your on the 48-month loan is what your payoff will be. And so I did a quick calculation and all, and I'm like, okay, but something didn't seem right. Well, what ain't right is the fact that if I pay it off, and it's like 20, we'll say I think I owe like 20 payments, 19 payments, something like that. It was a 4-year loan. So, and it's a trick, man. I mean, you can really get yourself screwed up with this kind of thing. So they're including the insurance payment into the payoff. That's shady. And if you ain't paying attention, then, and you get too caught up in, everything, then, you'll end up paying, well, do the math. If I owe 20 payments, the insurance is roughly $55 or something like that. So we'll say I got 20 payments left. 20 times 55. That's $1,100. So what they're doing is they're trying to make me pay that extra $1,100. If I pay it off, then I don't need their insurance. So why in the world would I pay the insurance premium, right? Incorporated into the payment. The only reason that I'm doing that is because, well, they mandated that, but if they're not at any risk anymore, then if I pay it off, then I'm not paying the insurance, the $55 added on to the payment that I have been paying. But to pay it off, well, y'all know what I'm saying, right? It's $1,100 more than what the payoff should be. And these are things that get you caught up, and this is just a small thing, but I can imagine that some people will get caught up in that kind of thing and be looking crazy, especially if it's something a lot bigger than that. I intentionally try not to take out, big loans, but I learned a very valuable lesson with this ManLiv loan. Now, I've made money with it, and I'll continue to make money with it. I've made enough money with the ManLiv to completely pay it off and then some. But I haven't, put the money at it because, well, why would I? Because I'm not saving no money. But then it dawned on me after I sold the Ferris and after I talked to them the other day about the payoff that I am going to be saving money if I pay it off early. It just won't be on the loan. It'll be on the insurance. But they're not telling me that. They're telling me, well, your payoff will be, and I quote her, it's $317 times 20. That's what you're paying. That's what you owe. That's what she told me over the phone. So I did 317 times 20, and that's $6,300. I don't think it's quite 20 payments. I think it's more like 17 payments left or something like that. So yeah, and that puts, so it's 17 payments, paying the insurance and everything. If I pay it off, I'll be paying $5,389. But I'm telling them, hell no, I ain't doing that. I'm not gonna do that, because they're not going to drop the insurance if they're keeping the insurance added on to it. What kind of crazy freaking banking is that? When really, I should be paying $42.89. That's what I should be paying to pay the man lift off. Now, grand scheme of life and everything, $1,100 ain't gonna make or break nobody. But I'll be damned if I'm gonna pay it like that, dude. I'll do that kind of thing, you know. Yeah, and it goes back to what I was talking about the other day. We tend to spend a lot of our time putting out our own freaking fires. This is a fire that I created by doing business and trying to get equipment and not knowing business like I should, and learning from by getting hit in the mouth, just learning from my mistakes. Yeah, man, ugly, real ugly. So, just a word to the weary, and I know that you guys understand exactly what I'm saying. If I pay it off, I shouldn't have to pay the insurance on each payment, but they're not going to tell me that. And so I told the lady that, and she's like, well, no, you have to pay whatever the payment is. And she told me what the payment was, $317 and some change. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I need to talk to a manager. And she put me on hold. 15 minutes later, I was still on hold, and then the phone just hung up. It makes me, back in my younger days, I would have just told my bank, don't pay another payment on this, and then they'll call me. See, that's the way it is, though, dude. It's exactly how it is out here. And when you start, doing things that you don't really understand everything, and I'm that guy. I don't understand everything that I need to understand, right? And I'm learning. I understand a whole lot more about that than what I did. I'll never go into another loan like that. And look, y'all, this bank, and I'll put their name up. I can't even pronounce it. I'll put their name up. It's the parent company of Pacific Leasing out in California. But this bank is coming to me all the time with calls and emails and text messages even about loaning me money to buy another piece of equipment. I'm getting it all the time. And I'm getting straight calls from the bank where I'm answering the phone and they're saying, this is blah, blah, blah with blah, blah, blah bank. We're just putting it out there. We got some good rates, and we're just trying to see if you need to borrow some money for equipment. No, I don't need to borrow no money, man. Call me back, 3 days later. No, I don't need no money, man. Email me. The whole winter, I've probably gotten, and this is no lie, probably 30 calls and probably 50 emails from this particular bank trying to loan me money. Because, why is that, Ray? I'll tell you why. Because they think I'm the average Joe that ain't gonna learn from my mistakes. They think they got a little fish and they gonna milk the fish. You got me on this first loan. You got me. I won't do that again. And that's another reason why I don't really, I'm not too tough on buying used equipment that I don't know nothing about. You have to take calculated gambles in business, though. The Bobcat, the man lift, these are calculated gambles that I took, and they, the man lift could have been better, but I'm okay with it. But I'm not gonna pay that extra $1,100. You can take that to the bank. I'm not gonna do that. And I'll make this payment. If I pay it off, I'm gonna deduct that $1,100 that the insurance is gonna be, and that's what I'll pay. And if they can do whatever they want to do after that. I'm not gonna pay insurance on a piece of equipment that I own outright. But see, there's a lot of people, businesses and stuff, that get caught up in this and on a lot bigger of a scale, right? See, and I don't know what the norm is, but my debt to income ratio, my business debt, y'all, I don't know what the norm of, you know, everybody's is or whatever. My business debt is really low for the amount of money that I can generate. Now, whether I feel like generating it or not, well, that's a whole nother story. But I'm trying to think of what I owe, how much debt I got. And the business debt, the only thing I have on the business debt that I actually owe money on, I'm trying to think, is this truck. The building, which is $10,000. This truck, I don't know what the payoff is on this truck. Maybe $20,000, something like that. I don't know, $23,000. But I gotta have a truck. I mean, and the man lift. That's the only thing I owe money on. So, you know, the truck's a business expense, the man lift's a business expense, and so is the building. Now, when you factor in what the potential earning that we have, you know, I don't owe a lot of money, man. I just don't. I don't know how it shook out like that, but well, I'll tell you how it shook out like that. When I first started my business, I couldn't get no credit. Not none. And I didn't have, you know, in the very beginning, I didn't have family that had it, that was, you know, willing to help me or, you know, they would support me, but they wouldn't, you know, nobody had no money. And I needed money if I was gonna, you know. So over time, in the beginning, I learned how to, you know, be in this business with no credit, none. I couldn't get anything. I couldn't even get a freaking phone turned on in my name. And so over the years, I paid off a few old debts, you know, things that, you know, got all my debt paid off, you know, as I'm, you know, living on cash or living on, you know, what the business makes and not, you know, having any debt. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there this morning about the banking and all. And man, you got to be super weary, man, about getting in bed with these banks, man, because I guarantee you there's many folks, I mean, I said many folks that, you know, play with these banks and end up where they can't sustain. I just happened to, you know, get in bed with the bank on a little loan, you know, $10,000, whatever. But just imagine if I got in debt with them for $40,000, $50,000, $80,000, how I would feel. It'll bankrupt your business, man. It can bankrupt you, you know. So, yeah. But anyway, I just want to touch base on that, and I'm gonna shut the video off right now. Okay, so check it out, y'all. I got a company coming to do the gutters on the building tomorrow. Yeah, y'all. What you think about that there? They're gonna run gutters on both sides and 4 downspouts. $750 is what he told me. Now I don't know if that's is that a good price? I don't know, man. But it's definitely gonna help, and then I can steer the water toward the rear, back where I got that double pipe French drain. So another thing too, y'all, my dumb ass, I'm always, you know, we're always putting out our own fires, right? It seems like I'm always doing that, and my phone got cracked. it was in my camera bag. I picked the camera bag up, it flipped over, and it landed flat on the ground like that and busted the screen. It works, but how long is it gonna work like that? I don't know if y'all can see. Let me turn it a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that. It works fine, but we know that it's gonna be a point in time where it don't. It ain't just one crack. It's shattered. Well, Ray, you need to buy better protection. I know, man. Damn, dude. I know, man. I know. Sucks. At the end of the day, man, I really don't even want to work for them no more, dude. Okay, y'all. So I got my phone back. Hell to the yeah. Also, I got the gutter guys called me, and they got a slot, and they're saying he wants to come in and do the gutters this afternoon. So I'm with it, you know. That's sweet for me, man. So I was going to get them gutters on there before we get rain tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. And I think he saw that. He's like, man, I don't even want to. Yeah. They look good, man. Hell to the yeah. That shit looks good, man. I don't really see it. They don't look bad at all. I'm talking about the straps and all.
Oh yeah, on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't see it from the house.
You can see it. Okay, that's good.
I couldn't even see the gutters from the house. You know, because the building, the way the. But yeah, man, this looks nice, man.
Yes, sir.
Count that up. Make sure that that's what we said.
Yes, sir.
I love it, dude. Y'all see?